Well,
Us boomers
you not
carry
listening.
on with that. Us boomers don't listen. What's the problem with
You
boomers?
talk about since you want to justify.
Well, no, tell us all the problems with boomers and millennials.
Y'all stuck in your ways sometimes. Y'all always
Hmm.
our millennials, we just talk about bullshit. And no, we not. Y'all not trying to listen and comprehend. It's not just about listening, it's comprehending, trying to get our perspective on how we want things to get done. And y'all just think, oh, they millennials, they don't know what the fuck they talking about.
Okay, those are going to be bleeped. You realize we can't do that on YouTube.
That's
F word, N word, that's all banned. None of that. What's that?
Turn your mic up if you can't hear me.
I think you're talking over me.
Well, talk, Jeff. I'm listening. Talk. Let me drink my wine. Talk.
Okay. So this is our inaugural podcast or video cast or vlog. We're creating a new channel because we're a couple in West Hollywood who is a millennial and a boomer, and we want to relate to the rest of the world how we feel. And frankly, my big thing is how millennials are here to save the world. We're going to have to count on millennials to basically take care of our future. And I've got a whole bunch of ideas on what that really means, from politics to cryptocurrency. Say what?
Y'all don't want to listen to us millennials.
I listen to you all the time. Oh. You're a millennial.
But are you comprehending? It's the difference between listening and comprehension.
Not always.
Is that you get it, you fully understand, and you go by. Hearing could go one ear out the other. Comprehension is you really understand. You get the plot, you get the agenda, and not only you get it, you go by it the right way.
Right.
Y'all boomers, y'all stubborn. That's all. It's stubborn. It's a lot of stubborn boomers.
Well, we were talking about earlier. You were telling me that boomers are brainwashed. We're the ones that are responsible for fake news. We've allowed fake news to pervade our lives.
Y'all allow TV in general to hypnotize you.
Sure. But just media in general, right? Not even just TV. It could be print. It can be internet. It can be Instagram. It can be Facebook. I mean, I think that the most gullible generation we have is actually the boomers. I'm being very self-critical too, right? Us boomers have not really paid attention to things.
Keep talking.
Yay or nay?
To what?
That boomers have not really paid attention to things. We have allowed the country and our next generation's future to be defined by a bunch of elitists that feed us propaganda. I know you agree with this because you've told me a million times about
this. What do you mean by propaganda? What's propaganda? I know what propaganda means, but what do you mean by propaganda? Because that ended up an advertisement these days.
Well, sure. The original form of propaganda was for advertising, right? There was a famous book written back in the 1930s that it was hard to distinguish between propaganda and advertising. That's what it was originally developed for. All these mind control techniques have been developed over eons, thousands of years, and they're now being used against us. They're now being used to tell us who to vote for, what to think, how to think, whether in this COVID-1984 pandemic, whether we should stand up for our civil rights or not. We're in a really awful place right now in human history.
But I think it took for us millennials for y'all to really realize and wake up that y'all was being played this whole time.
Well, I think a lot of it was we had you millennials, us boomers had you as kids, and we didn't realize the extreme damage we were doing because we were just seeking, being better than the Joneses and getting our McMansion next door to the Joneses. And instead, we needed to really focus on something that transcended materialism. A large part of this, I think, is just materialism that's brought us to this place. Whereas we always thought more, more, more. We want more, more, more. Give me your thoughts, babe.
Don't say that. Don't say that, please. Keep it professional. I just want to keep
it. Well, tell me, what are you thinking? I mean, I think you and I generally agree on things. So what are you thinking about that statement?
I'm just saying, like, we grew up on television, but it was a bridge between television and the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So the internet really tells the truth sometimes. The internet can lie and it can be dark as you know.
Sure.
But at the same time, the internet really show what is what. You get what I mean? The internet, I won't say the internet doesn't lie, but it really shows what the news won't show. And this is shit that we don't really agree with, and the shit that we probably don't want to see. But
well, I think though, I think if you've got good critical thinking skills, the internet is a great thing. If you've got poor critical thinking skills, which unfortunately also we have miseducated the millennials, because most millennials don't have good critical thinking skills. They just don't. Look at the quality of our colleges right now. Used to be you'd go off to college, in my day, you'd go off to college and you'd develop a really, really solid way of understanding the world. And we came to a consensus around the world amongst, say, boomers, because we knew that we all had those same critical thinking skills. Now anymore, I mean, so much of the world just appears to be nuts to us. We really have gone insane in so many ways. It's funny. This is not where I thought this conversation was going to go. I always felt like you and I together, we could really educate the world and help people make better sense of the world that they're living in. But I have to first rant about where we really are at. We're not in a good place right now, especially with COVID-1984. We really aren't. We could be at the point where we're going to lose all of our civil liberties. We're so close to that. It really feels like Orwell's 1984 in so many ways. We got to be careful. We've really got to step up and take back our rights. I think that's the most important thing that I could ever convey to anyone, is that it's time to take back our rights. Not allow these elected officials to tell us what to do, how to behave, when they have no authority to do so.
That's what I'm saying. It took y'all to now to finally notice that. When we've been trying to tell y'all, oh no, this is just conspiracy theory. First, it's just conspiracy theory.
I don't think so. I don't think that represents. I don't think you represent the typical millennial. I think you're the much more rebellious millennial. Most millennials are just willing to just kowtow and follow the herd.
No,
go with the herd.
I doubt that. It's the boomers.
Really?
Yeah, the boomers are willing to follow the herd. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Millennials are more of the rebels. We're like, no, this shit it don't seem right. We're not listening to y'all. Keep talking. This is a test. I'm
listening. You're turning on the TV or doing something. I see YouTube TV up there. Anyway, yeah, I think we're at a crossroads right now. We have to be incredibly careful. I actually think we're going to be entering into more of an agorist society, where we're going to be participating in black markets and gray markets, because the quote official sector is going to tell us what, where, when to buy and what money to use to buy it. So I think cryptocurrency is ultimately going to be our biggest savior. Thank God for Bitcoin. I think if we did not have Bitcoin, the whole planet would be completely fucked. It really would be.
Okay, but it's just going to be like we have to depend on Bitcoin, because there are also cryptocurrency that's also scams. That's not real.
Sure, and then there's a whole bunch of cryptocurrencies that are going to take 2 or 3 steps, beyond Bitcoin. We're going to see new cryptocurrencies emerge with smart contracts that will change literally how we think about money. To me, our biggest issue is that we've got dumb, corrupt money in our system. We need smart money with integrity going forward.
Well, we really don't. I think we're in debt.
Say what?
I said we really don't have money. We're in debt.
I would argue that we the people are not in debt, but our government and institutions are in debt. We need to say, fuck off. We're going to go make our own money. You guys do what you want to do, but we're going to use our own shit. That's the way we really have to be rebellious when it comes to money. We need to say, listen, Federal Reserve, we're done with you. Department of the Treasury, you need to step up and make smart money for us. The Treasury Department is really key for us to be able to have a viable system going forward.
No, it's not. The people are. The Treasury can't.
Well, the Treasury is elected directly by the people. The Federal Reserve is owned by a bunch of private corporations.
The Treasury is not even our treasure. That's what I'm trying to put. I'm trying to put that on your head.
The Federal Reserve is not our own system, but the Treasury belongs to the people.
No, it doesn't, because we're in debt. We have no money. So what type of treasury is there available? That's what I'm saying. Y'all trying to take money out of what? We don't have any money. We're in debt. We're negative.
Well, what actually is money? How do you define money?
They're just printing out paper. That's not money. That's what I'm saying. But they make y'all think that's money because y'all don't know.
It's not gold. It's not gold or silver.
It doesn't matter. We could use trees for money. You get what I mean? Which it is money. It's paper. That's how they print their paper. They get their trees from outside. That's how you make paper, or from trees. You get what I mean? Or you can make paper from trees, but they print money. That's like paper. They're printing paper. We're not printing actual. We don't have gold. We don't have diamonds. We don't have no type of natural resources, because all that natural resources is scarce in the world, and there's no more really available for everybody. So what they do is print out paper. That's not money.
Agreed.
And that's what you call bonds. They're printing out bonds because they're in debt. That's not money.
Well, every form of money other than gold or silver is a form of debt. Every form of money, what people call money, like a Federal Reserve note, that's not money. That's a form of debt. That's a form of credit. That's an IOU owed back to some other foreign creditor from the people. So what Satoshi Nakamoto did, I think, is create a new form of money. It's not gold, it's not silver, but it is a cryptographically secure and scarce form of money.
Is it? Is it really?
I can mathematically show you that, babe. I can show you that that form of money is not something that anybody else can recreate.
What, Bitcoin?
Well, it doesn't matter if it's Bitcoin or Ethereum or any of the other cryptocurrencies.
Those
are all cryptographically scarce. Mathematically, if you hold it, you own it. What's that?
That's scams. All cryptocurrencies are not legit. They could be scammed. Just like people scam with money, you can scam with cryptocurrency.
Of course.
Everywhere. Where there's good, there's evil. So don't think, it's cryptocurrency, we're all saved. Like, no, because there are hackers out there that can even hack that stuff. You get what I mean? They can hack.
They don't hack your cryptocurrency directly. They might hack your email account to log into your cryptocurrency account and steal it.
Hacking, yeah. That's basically getting, and I'm pretty sure your cryptocurrency wallet is in that too. Because your cryptocurrency wallet is linked to your email.
No.
Oh, it's not?
That's not true.
You don't put in your email?
No, you don't have to put it in your email. No, it can be just linked to you. In fact, you'd never want to put your email in there because then you're getting governments to be able to see which email address got this cryptocurrency or sent it.
Apps are made. Apps are made for you to link in your email. Every app, you put in your email or a login information.
Yeah, that's an Apple or iOS Android app, but that's not the way cryptocurrency works. Those are independent of Apple and again Google.
Coinbase is not linked to your email.
Coinbase is, but your Augur wallet on your phone. Which was the wallet we just had downloaded to your phone? Which one did you just put on?
I said Kraken.
Argent. You put the Argent wallet on your phone just recently, right?
No, that was Kraken.
Well, that's just like Coinbase. One of the wallets you put on your phone, Jax, the original Jax wallet, did not have your email address linked to it at all. There's no way the government could identify you other than if they picked up your IP address. Right? There's no way that could get linked to you.
Yeah, but if they get it from your Coinbase, like what is the difference?
Well, don't hook up your Coinbase. Don't have Coinbase linked as an account. You know, I mean, my view is Coinbase is just really fundamentally corrupt because it's already become part of the government agency. I mean, I'm not against government. I'm not against Coinbase. I'm just saying keep your sovereignty.
Yeah, but if they could get to that, they could get to any wallet. It's not like you could really just like run away from them. You can't, because if
you can, you're much more sovereign than you believe. It's much easier for you to stay neutral and outside the system if you want to. You just have to be intelligent about it. What's his name? Brax.
About fiat money, but are we? No.
Say what? Say that again.
I said we're supposed to be intelligent about fiat money. Are we? No.
No, we haven't been for 50 years.
Exactly. So it makes
right?
if we keep
we
cryptocurrency.
Say it again. I couldn't hear you.
I said, so if we're going to keep this mentality, how we're treating real money, what makes you think we'll get better with cryptocurrency?
Because we're going to go through a whole lot of pain with government tax collectors and confiscators and scammers trying to steal our Bitcoin from us, our cryptocurrency from us. There's going to be a whole lot of people out there that are going to try to take our crypto from us. Whether they be government actors or scammers or just downright thieves.
What about credit cards? Same thing. Identity theft.
I think we're going to get to the point where, you know how we use Apple Pay or Google Pay with our phone? That's just going to get replaced with us using that with a cryptocurrency payment mechanism. I really believe that. We're going to get to having a wallet on our phone that's a universal wallet. Our bank account, not even our bank account, our bank plus our bank account is going to be on our phone because banks are dead from here on out, right? One of the key things that I think we need to realize is that the financial markets are completely in a different state of transition, right? We're never going to see the NASDAQ or the New York Stock Exchange exist like it did 70 days ago, 80 days ago. Back in that day, you had actually human beings on the trading floor that were exchanging commodities and equities and currencies and such. That's gone. Everything now is being done by computer, and everything going forward is going to be done via decentralized exchange. So you or I are not even going to know the individual we're dealing with on the other side. They're going to be the ultimate agorists for us. They're going to be the ones exchanging currency or equity or commodities with simple trades just by doing trading pairs. It's going to be a completely different world in terms of the financial markets. And there's a huge opportunity there too. You know, that's why I feel like DeFi bots are going to be the future for us. You know, and that's why I'm writing code for that right now.
Okay, before we get back onto cryptocurrency, we were talking about news. How we get to that to cryptocurrency? Like, we got to stay on the topic.
You and I meander all the time. But by the way, what were you calling this, son? Sip and talk? What?
Sip and talk. God.
Sip and talk. God.
Listen, I just told you we were working back in the house. Like, did you not? I was talking about my dad. That's what I'm saying, Jeff. You don't listen. Not only you not listening.
I listen to you all the time.
No, stop playing with me. Because, no, I'm about to end this. Being retarded.
Okay, Miss Sip and Talk. So how do we